Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable, where we attempt to chat about all things music. We are your hosts, Kim, Clint, Lyle, and Vicky. Please sit back and get into the music groove with us.
Ready, Fred. Ready, set, go.
Wrong band.
Yes.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how's everybody week?
The week's been shit.
City. Yes, I can't even talk. Can't even.
As a Gen X person, it has been shit.
Yeah.
So too much loss.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Our childhood is dying.
Slowly.
Not slowly. It was really.
That was a lot in a week. That was like you tore that Band-Aid off real fucking fast. Like that was not even like, oh, we're just gonna take our time. No.
Yeah. No, what's this happened in threes? This was just like, let's just take them all.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Hopefully that's it for a while.
Yeah.
So, who we're talking about is obviously the people that have passed this week.
Yes.
Malcolm
Today
Jamal.
is July 26th.
Yeah, July 26th.
In the last several days.
So, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah.
We all know him as Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Right?
Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
So many different things.
So
but
that one was.
We would have known him from obviously Theo on the Cosby Show, and one of the things with that is because. He would have been a little bit older than us, but he would have been right in our age.
Yes.
He was only a few
He's
years older
54.
than us. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's close enough.
enough,
Yeah.
that was a
shock.
shocker, but unfortunately the way he passed was kind of.
Just a tragic accident.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was a fluke.
It was
Totally.
Luckily, his
and-
daughter was saved, and that was good.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. That was difficult. That was a difficult day. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Growing up with two brothers, wrestling was huge in the house. So Hulk Hogan was like an epitome of wrestling, right?
Well, I remember watching WrestleMania when he.
I was thinking because of Hulk Hogan, the only reason I even knew wrestling existed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the song, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My gosh.
He was. I just saw a clip recently, obviously because he passed. So you're seeing clips, and there's like a little, probably like a 6-year-old.
The Hulkamaniacs.
Yeah, a little 6-year-old kid. He comes in and he rips his shirt off like the Hulk.
Yeah. I think they're called Hulkamaniacs.
Hulkamaniacs?
I think so.
Hulkamaniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I did see. I think it was Ric Flair
Yeah.
talking about it, and he was
Love
just.
Ric Flair.
He it hit him hard.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Because everybody thought that there was that battle between them, even
It's
in
all
their private
fake.
life, but they totally respected each other.
Oh, yeah, for
It's all,
sure.
it's all
It was-
fake.
yeah.
It's entertainment.
100%.
It's entertainment.
Everything with wrestling is everything you see on the TV on the ring or whatever. It's all that, and then literally they come off and they're all sitting in the back room having beers together.
Yeah.
It's kind of like hockey, same thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's just acting. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's hear. And also George Cummins, I believe, the singer and the guitar player for Golden Earring.
Yeah, I'm not sure too much about that one, but yeah, that was.
Yeah, Radar Love was there.
I was going to say, the only
That's
song
the
I
only
knew was
song I know.
Radar Love.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I said that
Still
one always
very
reminded
sad.
me of the early days of the Molson Indie Vancouver because they'd always play that song during
that was
video
kind of.
montages and such. So
I just happened to see it. It was
Yeah.
a fluke, and he passed away.
there
I think
hasn't
due to
been
ALS.
much mention of him actually
Yeah.
in the media or anything.
Yeah. So, Chuck Mangione, I believe is pronounced his last name.
Mangione?
Yeah, he was a trumpeter and composer. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty iconic, apparently.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him until, but
No.
it was a big deal. There's a lot of people.
I only heard that name in Friends
Oh yeah.
with that episode with the mom at the beach and Phoebe thought the guy in the picture was her dad and she's
Right.
like, no, that's Chuck Mangione.
I forgot about that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We have to rewatch.
You have
I have
to
to.
see, you
No,
don't
I have
watch
to watch
Friends
the
enough,
Friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then you got to watch Friends.
I've watched Friends.
I was going to say, he's got enough series he's watching.
Yes,
right now.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm still catching up here.
That's a
Hey, I
conversation
haven't
for
watched The
another day.
Blacklist in a few weeks,
Well, yeah, you need to stop watching.
Yeah, you need to stop watching that and watch other things. So.
which I am. I'm watching The Rookie, just so everybody knows.
Good.
And of course, the
The reason for
most
today's
difficult one, I guess, for today was Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy. Yeah. That's the whole reason for this one.
yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It was kind of like one of those things. Do you remember where you were when you heard the news? Kind of thing.
Yes.
Yes, it was a fluke when I saw it. I just
same.
happened to go on my phone, went onto Facebook, and I forget who posted it, but they posted it like a minute before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
That was my first reaction. I'm like, is this for real?
And I'm looking it up,
I know, I
and
looked
nobody's
it up too,
posted
'cause I was
anything
like,
yet.
Is it true? Is it true? And no, mine, I found a news clipping right away, and I was like, I texted Clint at work, and I was like, oh God.
Yeah, that's one of my problems is, like, when I work, I kind of shut all that stuff off. I don't really pay attention to anything like that.
No, because we typically don't go on our phones.
And I just usually listen to the music on my phone, so I don't have radio or anything going on.
No.
Yeah.
And then I just happened to hear two people kind of talking about, oh yeah, sad news about Ozzy, and I'm just kind of like,
Perks your ears.
perks my ears up, and just because of it, and how Kim relays with me is just, I immediately grabbed my phone, and this is probably hours after the announcement came, but come to my phone, and sure enough, there's the text message from her, and I didn't even have to read it. It was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like,
Devastation.
You feel that pit, like that pit in your stomach, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, I know, like, you guys are more into that genre of music than I ever was.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just because I'm part of this generation or what, but for not being a fan per se, like, I know of some of his music.
Sure.
I can't even describe how, like, I can only imagine how you guys feel being more of fans and having known more about him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm caught up in the Generation X sadness or what, but it's a bizarre feeling.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
to feel this way about somebody I don't really know that
we're
well.
not connected to kind of thing. But connection by connection, right? Like, I get what you're saying.
Like I said, it's not
association. Yeah, that worked. Yeah.
Okay.
What did she tell you?
She posted it, and then it really hit. He was more than just a person. It was an era.
Yeah, it's like it's the death of an era. It's not just
because he started.
This person died.
Yeah,
I think it was the start of when he was with Black Sabbath. It was the start of, if you want to call it, start of heavy metal.
It was.
I guess you could say
that as saying
exactly, and then unfortunately he got kicked out.
Yeah.
Because of the drugs and all this.
Well, what did they say about that? It was so funny. Even for Black Sabbath standards, it was out of control.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But then the start of his solo career and the guitar players that he had.
And why he chose them. Did you see why he chose them?
No.
So interesting.
No.
Oh, okay. So one of the things we watched, it was him, I think Jack was asking him. Yeah, Jack was asking him why he picked people that were not known. Or were not even, right? And he said, because those other people have already kind of like made their mark. They don't want it like they're not hungry for it. These people are new. They're up and coming. They have they have that thrive and that push to get there and get known and get better. And I want to help that. I want to, like, I'm getting goosebumps. I want to like foster that in young musicians. That's kind of paraphrasing, but that's what he wanted. So that's why he would pick those people that weren't known.
Yeah,
and help them.
He was equating it to boxing or whatever. It's like, yeah, you could have the champion or whatever, but he wants the one that's hungry. He wants the person that wants the title.
Yeah. Right.
And grab them.
Because they'll work harder for it.
They're going to work a lot harder for it,
Yeah.
and they're going to be amazing.
They're not going to be lazy
That's
players.
awesome.
Or whatever.
I've never heard that about him.
Yeah, it was really interesting because even Randy Rhoads, he had never heard of Randy Rhoads.
Well, because he was in
Quite right.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Which really hadn't.
It hadn't broken at that time. I found that was interesting as we're doing this is even Ozzy mentioned it. There was a gentleman that introduced him to Randy Rhoads, Dana Strum.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume at that time he was actually Dana was possibly going to be a bassist for him, but obviously didn't or whatever. He even said it didn't work out, but he's like, you gotta check out this kid. And Ozzy's still new to this, interviewing guitarists and didn't know, but
and he was drunk.
Well, he was always drunk.
No, but he said in that interview he was so drunk.
Yeah.
He wanted to go home. He was not feeling good. He was on too much stuff, and they're like, no, but there's one more player. This person you got to see. And that's when he came in and he started playing, and he said even in his stupor that he was in, he could tell this kid was amazing and going places, and so yeah, he hired him. But yeah, he's like, yeah.
Well, have you seen? There was a video out that he's listening to Randy Rhoads solo for Crazy Train, like 40 years afterwards, like, and he's just in awe
Yeah.
still.
Well, yeah, because he said if he had survived, he's like, there's no telling where he would have gone.
No, he had classical training on the guitar, and
Yeah, he was also saying though there was one thing he was saying in an interview is he didn't think this kid was long for the earth or whatever.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, no, he was saying like he didn't mean it in a bad way. It's just like his light is shining so bright when he was young. He didn't figure like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
something would happen or whatever.
Right.
And tragically, it did.
yeah.
I just realized I was saying the name Mark Strum, Dana Strum. A lot of people may not know that, but he was actually the bassist for Slaughter.
Which, when you told me this, I was like, that doesn't make any sense, because this is how long ago that Randy Rhoads, and I'm like, he would have been a baby at that point talking with Ozzy about Randy Rhoads.
Well, he did play with
Vinnie Vincent.
Yeah.
Him and Mark Slaughter. So that was
But still, think about how old they
It
would have
was the
been.
early
Five.
80s. Early 80s. Or
it
whatever.
was early 80s,
Yeah, so they would have been,
But yeah, they
early
would've been-
20s.
maybe,
I
yeah.
didn't say it, they were all, quote, babies back then.
Yeah, but at this time, Ozzy's coming off his Black Sabbath career, so that's he's already had 11 years
Yeah.
in Black
Yeah. I
Sabbath.
I think
or whatever.
I think they're about 10 years older than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he
Well,
had.
that's not too much.
No, it's not
No.
too much.
No.
No.
So when was the first time that you guys heard anything from Ozzy? Like a solo stuff or
I don't
whatever?
think I had heard really Black Sabbath necessarily. It was probably his
His solo stuff.
solo
Yeah.
stuff.
Most of my stuff would have been through pretty much, once again, older siblings.
You keep falling back on that.
That sort of music. But yeah, you would have heard the stuff of like Bark of the Moon and all that. So really my introduction to Ozzy was Ozzy's solo career. I actually, you follow Black Sabbath after the fact, but my introduction was to Ozzy.
Yeah, it wasn't Black Sabbath. We listened to it after.
That's actually until a lot of this was happening. I didn't actually realize he was kicked out of the band.
Yeah, we thought,
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it was just the natural progression, because that happens a lot in the 70s is, the one artist or the one is just too big for the band and they move on.
to do other things.
So
yeah.
to actually kind of come back and start looking at this and realizing that he was kicked out of the band.
But it's
and
not
then-
surprising when you think about his past. It's actually, woo!
Sorry.
It's okay.
I
It's
didn't
allowed.
expect it. I didn't expect it
it's
to
all
play.
good.
I
It's
know.
all good now.
But I didn't want to. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
We are
As
all,
you were.
we are all aboard for this Ozzy episode.
There we go.
There we go.
We'll just add
Right,
in
we
there.
played it. There we go.
And that is now playing in my head.
I totally lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
Wow, that was terrible.
Right? We were talking about how he got
Yeah.
kicked out of the band
So-
in his solo career.
So it's interesting to find, like, I didn't realize there was that kind of animosity between the members and stuff. So it's also kind of funny for him to come back and do
Stuff with them.
stuff with them in the later years.
Well, because he got over it, right? You get over your shit eventually. And he went into rehab many times
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
before
many
that
times.
happened. So, I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Healing process or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, obviously, yeah, you matured. Like, he came up with these guys, and
Yeah.
things happen, and they still went off to both illustrious careers apart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's where kind of the respect can kind of stay into things. No, obviously, they're not on the phone like, hey, Tony, hey, let's go have a beer. Like, they're not going to have that kind of relationship now, but at least they can kind of,
I think
they're
they
not
did
going to
later
at all.
on. Like,
with this show, they definitely parted at a respectable
yeah.
tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think later on, after all was said and done with, I think over the last, since they reunited again, I think that was the difference.
Well, I think it all started when Sharon started pushing for the Ozfest tours
Yes.
and reuniting
Well,
with
we
the members and
wouldn't,
stuff.
I don't think we would have necessarily known Ozzy as we know him, because Ozfest is Ozzy. And yeah, Sharon, I think that was one of my questions that I was going to say. Would he be who he became without Sharon?
No.
No.
He credited who he was
Yeah.
to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he probably would have died a long time ago had it not been for
Oh,
her.
yeah. And her marketing of him, amazing. Like, we think Gene Simmons is a good marketer. Like, Sharon, like, she's the queen. You know? So, without that, I don't think you would have seen as much of him. There wouldn't have been an Ozfest. Black Sabbath wouldn't have reunited. And Ozzy wouldn't have had his next... They wouldn't have had the Osbourne show. Did you guys watch the MTV, the Osbournes?
No.
I
saw clips of it from time to time.
I watched the odd
never
episode,
watched
but
it.
nothing.
We watched that.
It's kind of like the
with
Kiss show.
Oh, you didn't watch that one?
I watched
Family Jewels?
episodes
We watched
here
that.
and there. But
We watched the Osbournes. The kids did too, because obviously we were at that age group where they like to watch that kind of stuff, and they were the first ones to do that. They were the number
Yes, they
one,
were.
right?
Yeah.
And it was so good. And I found out it's on. What is it on? Is it on? Not Netflix. It's on something. Anyways,
Like Paramount or Amazon
yeah,
or
we're gonna
Prime or
go back and
something like
watch
that?
it again because it's just so funny to see him in his home environment and with the kids and how
Yes.
spicy those children are, and Sharon and how Sharon leads him. She mothers him, right? Like it's a very interesting dynamic, and he had a resurgence because of that show, and it was her idea again. Like so. Yeah, I think Sharon is definitely a big part of it. I don't know what she's going to do now.
well, I remember the first time I saw Ozzy, though. It was on Much Music.
Yeah.
And I think...
Was it Crazy Train?
No.
Apparently, there's not an
was
official music
Bark at the
video
Moon.
for Crazy Train.
There's not?
No. I was just reading about that. But anyway, go
I
on
think it was
story and
Bark
I'll
at the
find
Moon.
it.
And I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, so that,
Right? Because I dressed up in
Yep.
his werewolf and all,
black
and all
yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's a good song, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we started with TK started hanging out with us
Yeah.
because she's a huge fan
Oh, yeah. She loves
of
Ozzy.
Ozzy, right?
Yeah.
So that's when I started listening to it more. Obviously, and then No More Tears was already out anyway, so
Yeah.
I already knew the songs.
Yeah.
Already playing guitar, I went back a bit, but yeah. And then when I played in a race, one of the shows, Jason just started playing. It was Bark at the Moon.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know it.
I don't
So
know.
I just stood there and I was like, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do?
Just bop along. Just bop along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then later on, I started getting into Black Sabbath. And when I was playing with Brett, I think we did War Pigs. That was one of the covers we did. So. But yeah,
Yeah.
after that, I'm like always listening to it.
Oh, yeah. He was, like I said, he
just-
was a staple.
You just
He was
never
always
turn
on
it
play.
off. It comes
No.
on the radio. You listen to it. and-
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And it's like so many of the things you read, like, oh, he's satanic and devil music and whatever. And I'm just like, and he even laughed at it. He's like, no, I think he even went to church. Like, he's not, it's music. Get over it. It's just a release, and it was good. And
Well, I think at the time it was just so
Different?
different.
oh, 100%.
I was going to say, I think in the era that he came out with,
yeah.
that all of his music and stuff like that's how it was perceived as, because it was, like you guys said, it's so different than...
But it's so funny because look where he came from. And I'm just like, have you seen the music scene out there?
100%, right? The small town England, like Birmingham. I don't know.
Oh, you said it wrong. I was waiting to see who was going to say it wrong. So
I said it wrong.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I was going to
sorry.
say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Sorry, you got the mark against you.
she was talking about this yesterday. Like, who's going to say it wrong?
The Canadian
I
version.
wouldn't have
The
said
Canadian version.
I've already opted the fact that I'm not going to
He was
say
like,
it.
Birmingham,
I said,
Birmingham.
say it.
There we
He's
go.
like, I'm not even going to try it. I was like, why not? He's like, because I
Birmingham.
can't.
Yeah.
Birmingham. Yeah.
Birmingham. It's like EM at the end.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Yeah, no, I'm still
Anyway.
not going to try.
Yeah, sorry. I really thought that was hilarious. Thank you for doing that. That's great. I can move on with my day.
Perfect.
I don't even remember what I was going to say now.
We're talking about the music in those areas from England and
Small town.
It's
That's
such
just the way
town
it
and
is,
how
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
perceived.
It's interesting considering what came out of England that was satanic. okay.
Well, because it was such a dark sound, and that's what they went. But that's
and his
get up
and everything too. I mean, it didn't.
His Alice
help.
Cooper.
There was things that I loved, and then once again, some of the interviews I've just recently watched is one. He's like, he was fine with them protesting because it gave them something to do. Him coming to town gave them something to do.
I love giving people things to do.
He has gone to shows and there's protesters out the stadium. He joins in the protest with them.
He made a sign. He made a sign and joined them. They didn't know who he was, and he's just like going along with them, and then he went off to do his show or whatever. And
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like
oh my gosh.
Like, I mean, that's why I said you got to watch the Osbournes. He's so funny.
Well, that's what they said. That
he's total dad.
He didn't take anything serious.
That's the whole thing. Like he's got this on-stage persona.
Yeah.
And then like off-stage, he's quote a normal human being.
Yeah, normal.
As normal as I was gonna say, he has a dark sense of humor like us, and that's why I think that is why we gravitate towards him.
Yeah,
because like you see him in the interviews and stuff like this, and he's just a regular guy, just having fun. Like that's all it was in the early years. It was just you wanted to be, his life choices were like work in a factory.
Yeah.
Or do this kind of idea.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or like what Joel Elliott says, work in a factory, be a bank robber or whatever. But he was a minor criminal before he joined Black Sabbath.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was, I think that was just, it was England. That's
it was
a small town,
poor.
Small towns.
Yeah, they're poor people.
Because you had London.
They lived in a 2-bedroom home, and there was like 6 kids. So like very poor, right? Mm-hmm. Like you don't have much choice, right? And he quit school at 15. So what are you gonna do? Like he did a bunch of different jobs before he went and stole that stuff.
But he looked up to the Beatles. That was his idol, and he had never met Paul McCartney until recently, in 2001, I believe, on Howard Stern show. Yeah. So it was that. Yeah, that's why he got into music.
Yeah, there was one song.
The Beatles.
And
it's totally different from the Beatles if you want to.
You know what I mean? Music.
But it was an influence on him, and like that's what he saw is like these guys are making music, and obviously you get the girls and the partying and stuff, and he wanted that lifestyle, and he has always been a huge Beatles fan, and I've saw like the interactions between them, and it's almost sad to see because like. You should never meet your idols kind of thing. Like, so Ozzy's there and he's just like, oh my God, my idol is there. You got to try and keep composed, but you can just see that
vibrating
out of him kind of idea. But on the same token, now, obviously he is a different style of music than what Paul McCartney is.
Yeah.
So I think it's awkward for Paul that, this like, 2 different worlds. And like you see the interview and you kind of see the uncomfortableness from both parties, and it's great he got to meet his idol, but you can just see that kind of awkwardness in there.
Because he said he would love to have made music with Paul.
I would have that would have been awesome if there would have been a way for them to have collaborated on something.
Do you imagine?
I can only imagine. Yeah. Wow. That would. I don't even know what you would call it.
I don't even know. It'd be such a mash, right? Like,
because someone else was talking about artists. Like, it was. I was watching an Alice Cooper interview on all of this, and Alice Cooper's talking like because there's a lot of artists that obviously, some artists, they play, and then their fame fades away, and they just kind of fade away and do nothing. But then there's a lot of artists that will just keep playing and stuff, and Ozzy obviously got this chance to do his final show and stuff like so. It's very poetic the way that this worked. But Paul's sitting there and he's just listening to other artists, and he does mention Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney will keep playing. He will join like a little bar band, but he will just keep playing because he just loves the music so much.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
They just keep playing. Yeah, they don't want to stop, right? No. They enjoy it. It's them. It's their life. It's their blood.
Yeah. Which I do have to say, I'm a big fan of Ozzy and stuff like this. The day I lose Alice Cooper is going to be a horrible, horrible day.
Yeah.
Let's not go there yet.
Yeah. No, we're not ready for any more. Like that's good. That's good enough for this year. Like honestly,
he's he's younger than my dad by a few months, and that definitely strikes you, right? Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah,
they both grew up after wartime England, right? And that's the other reason jobs were scarce and money was tight and things were not great there, right? This is how we got these people.
Yeah, that actually that was funny. As you mentioned, it's a war-torn town, and it was blasted by the war and stuff. So when you see Ozzy coming up, they're in a town that was rebuilding or whatever. So yeah, it was a poor town. It was just mostly factories and not much to it. It's funny is obviously we saw the show recently where he played. Completely different town.
Oh heck yeah!
And that it is just so grown up and huge now. Like you wouldn't even think it was the same place.
No.
And how fitting was it though that his last concert was there? Like that's beautiful, full circle.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
He did that in 2024 as well. I think the final was with Birmingham as well.
Yeah, it was. But this was like his last one, right? He wasn't going to do anymore.
But it was just...
It was poetic.
There's a lot of things like that. Like just a few weeks ago, for anybody who's an IndyCar fan, they had the Ozzy channel on one of the race cars for the weekend as one of the sponsors for their partnership with Sirius XM.
Okay.
So, and then he was playing, because he was playing that last concert that weekend. It was that weekend, actually, now that I think back on it.
Right.
And it's funny. It's just the timing is funny.
That is interesting, actually.
You almost think that he knew this was coming.
Oh, I think he knew. 100%.
And he just held on long enough to say his goodbyes the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like it was almost he was at his own funeral.
Well, that and Kelly, yes.
Yeah.
She got engaged backstage that night.
Yeah.
Like
and
with him
he
there.
Passed, and he passed the torch.
Yeah. Sure.
To Youngblood, which is what everybody is saying, right?
Yeah.
But there was just that collection of artists. You had Guns N' Roses there that looked up to him, Metallica that toured with them.
Yeah.
You had Nuno Betancourt. You had all these guys that Chad Smith. Yeah. Well, they all played on the last album, 2 albums. There's a lot of collaborations with all those players that played in the concert. Like
kind of like he was saying his thank yous for all of their collaborations and such. Yeah.
Well, that is all funny. Like, it is. Thank you. I think that the whole tour itself was also a goodbye.
Yeah.
To everyone, and it's funny is a lot of the bands that you mentioned is Ozzy's the one that brought a lot of them up. He back in the day when you did it, you always supported a headlining act. Ozzy was the headlining act in the 80s, so a lot of these bands were the supporting acts, and he kind of sees that talent and brings these people along, and then obviously all of them go through the stratosphere. So Ozzy, like we do owe a lot to Ozzy,
100%.
Yeah,
and there was an interview or another thing talking about Metallica, and Metallica was on tour with him. And this is the coffee shop interview I was talking about. So he was on tour, and the guys in Metallica were very kind of almost standoffish from him, right? So Ozzy was kind of under like, do they not like me? Like, what is it? What it was is they were so in awe of him, and like they got to the end of the tour, and would it be possible to like play Paranoid on stage with you and for the last show? And obviously he did it, and this whole time he's thinking like, I don't think these guys like. All of a sudden they're playing that song, and he's looking around, and they're all perma-grin to be able to be on stage playing Paranoid with Ozzy Osbourne, and that. So it wasn't that they were, they didn't want nothing to do with them. They were just in awe. It was like, here's an idol right in front of me, and they get to play with them.
Yeah. Oh man.
Goosebumps.
Larger than life. Like it's. Like
Totally.
all these bands, like all the bands that we listen to, they started their career opening for Ozzy. Def Leppard, same thing.
Yeah.
Like it was almost him saying, okay, I'm going to show you the ropes. Like Motley Crue opened up. Okay, Motley Crue, this is how you party now. This is how you destroy a hotel.
Yeah. Well, that was it.
Like in the dirt, right?
This is how you do it. This is how you do it on the stage, and this is how you do it off the stage.
Exactly. Like he just had that.
Yeah, watch The Dirt. That was really good.
Yes. Yeah.
Really good, really bad.
Well, it's interesting. It
Yes.
was eye-opening.
Yeah, but I think he just had that presence around him. He just,
and
everybody just looked up to him. It just,
it's just like I've been scrolling through lists of like everybody who's paid tribute, like Rod Stewart, Elton John,
Yeah.
Brian May, to people like David Beckham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like the tributes are just phenomenal.
Yeah. Just
How many people just
Looked up to him.
yeah,
Or really
how much of
appreciated.
a part of so many people's lives he really was.
Yeah.
Even in just the smallest way.
Which you probably didn't think so, right? Like you wouldn't
No, you
have, right?
didn't. Like,
No.
I got emotional and watching all this stuff, and I'm starting to tear up, and I'm like, why am I tearing up over that? Like, I never knew him, but I did.
Oh yeah, driving to work this morning, "Mama, I'm Coming Home" comes on.
Well, yeah.
And it did. I was
That song
driving
was
down the
emotional
highway with
before.
tears in my eyes this morning.
It was always an emotional song before.
Yeah.
Now it hurts.
Now it
even
hurts.
more. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's gone home. Oh
Well,
my
it-
yeah,
God.
Well,
it
yeah,
has
like,
totally
we were-
different meaning now.
Yeah, it does.
When we went camping and the Honda broke down.
Yeah.
And we were coming up to the border, getting into from Othello,
Yeah.
Canada, to Soyuz. That song came on, and I looked at Donna. I'm like, oh, Mama, we're coming home.
Yeah.
Well, now it brought back memories from that time.
From that
Yeah.
time.
Right?
Yeah.
It just
It holds a lot. That one holds a lot of emotions.
it does, but
does,
like I
it
said,
really does.
you didn't know him,
As a person.
like you never met him.
No.
but you felt like you knew him.
But you don't have to meet
There was,
them, right?
well, that's the
You know,
that's the benefit of music.
Yeah.
Is he pours
His-
pretty much his soul into
yeah.
these songs, and then it pours
Bounces
out to
back.
you, and there is something in the sound of the music, the lyrics, anything. It gets into you, and it becomes a part of you, and that's why, like, I think you're right with, like, an era has died, because
That's-
is
yeah.
like. Once again, his wife, marketing genius,
Yeah.
literally promoted him on every front at the right time in the right way.
Yeah.
Smart lady.
Totally.
Obviously, because her and her dad managed Sabbath.
Yep.
Obviously, he got kicked out.
Yeah. And
He
they
went
wanted
into a
him.
drunken stupor after
Yeah.
she pretty much picked him up, and like, what are you going to do now?
We want you as yourself.
like you can do a solo act.
Yeah.
And they put a band together, got it behind him, and right at the time of MTV, so this guy with the dark sounding music, now you put some theatrics on the music videos. Now MTV, he's out there everywhere seeing that. Okay. MTV gets a little bit stale. Well, let's do some reality TV. Boom. Who's up front? Ozzy Osbourne.
well, that was after Ozfest too, though. Like Oz.
Yeah, no, but I'm
Fest,
just
yeah.
saying, as the mediums are changing,
Yeah.
she's finding a way
To get him out
to
there,
put him back
Yep.
out there. And in some senses, put him back out here, and then she self-promoted herself because she was on The View and things
Yeah.
like this. So it didn't matter where the hell you go. Somewhere in the world, you're dealing with somebody from the Osbourne
Well,
family.
it helped her kids too, because really Kelly and Jack went on from there to do other things. So it promoted the whole family.
Like, he
Except they're
launched
oldest,
so
but-
many careers.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, Randy Rhoads
Yeah.
passed away. He didn't have the opportunity
No.
to further his career. Yeah, it's Zach Wilde, Jakey Lee.
Yeah.
His last guitar player was Gus G.
Yeah.
Phil Susan, he played bass, and they were nice enough. He goes, they gave me credit for Bark at the Moon, writing credit. That set my life.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like what you say. They're players that were unknown.
Yeah.
But
that
they're hungry enough.
They're hungry enough that they're going to write these songs,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like the bass player for Metallica now. I can never pronounce his last name. Robert, whatever. Played with Ozzy on one album,
Yeah.
but he was with Suicidal Tendencies before, and now look at him with Metallica. It was that stepping stone, or just come with me, and I'll say,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, the movie industry has the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Well,
Music has the 6 degrees of Ozzy
music has the
Osbourne.
6 degrees of Ozzy Osbourne. Try to find an artist with no connection to Ozzy Osbourne. Like,
well, even Steve Vai. They recorded. Well, he said he recorded an album. He's gone back and said no. We recorded some songs for his Osmosis,
yeah.
but there's some songs that are sitting on a shelf probably.
Yep.
Just
There's-
him and Ozzy. Like, what does that sound like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's had some of the greatest guitar players, and then you kick in Steve Vai as well.
Yeah. Well, there's
Come on.
something sitting right now. They did a new reality show.
Oh, really?
it was supposed to be released a couple years ago, but they've been sitting on it, and I can't remember why. They actually recorded episodes. They're hoping that's going to, and I think Jack is going to have something to do with getting that released. But yeah, we're waiting for that. I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, but there is that. I can't wait to see that.
That is actually, because like one of the things, obviously watching a lot of stuff and seeing him and Jack, sorry, him and Jack talking on the couch, and it's great. Is obviously Ozzy got harder to understand as age progressed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's funny is Jack is very professional and businesslike, and he's interviewing his dad, and he's asking questions of his dad as plainly as he be, and his dad is just off in left field on every answer.
Yeah, he's not even answering the actual question. I was like, that, okay. I was like, that wasn't what he, okay. But that's okay. I mean, he would go off on his own little tangent.
That's a special skill to be able to do that.
Yeah, and Jack just looked at him like, okay. And the next question he would ask, and he would just go on. He just like moved on. Because he knows his dad is probably like, oh, look, a squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
100%. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that. He's such a family man.
Yeah.
And Jack's son, I guess, was
Yeah.
watching the TV, and Ozzy's playing, and his son was saying, Papa,
Papa.
Papa.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
That moment you find out your grandpa's
right then and there,
Ozzy
you're
Osbourne,
like,
Oh, the grandchild.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you're a
grandchild.
family
Yeah.
man. Like you,
yeah.
this is how I make money.
Yeah.
This is how everybody knows me. But I'm here.
Oh, he's dad, right? He is
Yeah.
a dad.
Yeah.
Because he even said in the past he missed out. That's why he stopped. A lot of the reasons he stopped touring too and doing stuff is because he wanted to be home with his kids.
Yeah.
He didn't like the fact that he wasn't home with them because his first marriage and his children from his first marriage didn't go well. He wasn't a father, he wasn't a husband. Those children really grew up without a dad, and even I think after the fact. So I think his son was at this concert, but
Yes.
his oldest daughter was not, and his adopted son was not.
Oh,
But then his other children were. But when you look back into that history, and he's fully admitted, he made huge mistakes with that, and he didn't want to make the same mistake with his new family. So it's kind of sad for the first family that they didn't get that guy. But, Jack, Kelly, and Amy did.
at least he,
Amy.
Yeah, Amy.
at least he was able to make up for it.
Yeah. Like, it said that he talked to all of his family members, like, I think every Sunday he would have, like, he'd call them and be like, how was your week? What have you been doing? He would call it his sisters, his brother. He would call all of them and talk to them. And I think one of his sisters said, that's the hardest thing. I'm not going to hear from Johnny this week or whatever, right? So...
Yeah. There was that other interview we saw. So it was like was it Sally Jesse Raphael?
Oh, yeah.
So it was Father's Day.
Oh, no, Joan Rivers.
Or Joan Rivers. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
So it was Joan
Yeah.
Rivers. Sorry, it was
Another
Joan
name
Rivers.
from the past.
And yeah, it was like 90s, 80s, or I don't know.
90s, yeah.
So it was a Father's Day special. So they're doing it on like a video camera or whatever.
Televised. They were. He was back home, and she was in LA.
I can't remember.
So.
Anyways, so he's on the couch with the three kids, and they were like 8, 6, and 5.
Yeah. little
And
kids.
so he's like, interview with him and the kids, and Kelly even then was just
Such a sass.
such a sass, a little spitfire. Yeah.
No, that's not true. Because Amy would say, yeah, we love Daddy's music. And no. It was really cute. And then asking, oh, Jack, do you want to be like Daddy when you grow up? And Kelly's whispering in his ear, yeah, just say yes. And Ozzy's like, no. Don't do that to your brother. Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. Yeah, it was cute. Sad day.
It was it's fun because, like I said, it hit me where I was at work, and unfortunately, when I'm at work, I'm focused on work, so it didn't really affect me then because I didn't have time to really think about it. And I got home and I saw all your guys' posts and stuff, and obviously you come home, throw on some Ozzy and listen, and then you're just kind of like, all of a sudden there's just this little sadness kind of comes over you, like. And I don't know why, because I've got all the music and stuff.
Because you won't hear anything new from him. You won't see anything new from him. He's not in the world anymore.
I was going to say, that he's not around anymore.
Yeah.
He's not a part of your worlds per se anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll always have what
Was
there is.
Yeah.
There just won't be anything else.
There's just, unfortunately, there's probably not going to be another Ozzy.
No.
No.
Well, there never
Not like
will.
that. Not like that.
No.
That this is to our generation. Like, obviously,
Yes.
you know, our idols are dying. So for us, yeah, probably not. Future generations, no, something will come along. It will have.
There's always some.
Yeah, something will
for
come
somebody.
around. Will it have
Yeah.
the same kind of effect? Not through our perspective, no. But, you know, like our parents had the Beatles, you know,
Elvis. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Elvis. We have Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's things. I guess change for all this, but that actually comes to a point of one of the things that's going to bring in is the whole reason this podcast exists is there has been some losses, some changes in our lives that
Make you realize life.
yeah,
is short.
make you realize life is short. And, you know, as much as we would love this to, you know, blow through the stratosphere or whatever, this is just kind of our little way of making our little mark in the world, like our little remembrance of, you know, we were here,
Yeah.
you know, in some little way. And hopefully somebody hears it, listens to it, enjoys it.
Our little contribution to this world.
Yeah.
If you hear it and enjoy it, share. Let us blow through the stratosphere.
But yeah, I didn't look like you're getting ready to sign off. Because there's just, I came across a poem when I was scrolling through social media that I just wanted to read, if that's okay, before we close out. This was apparently generated through Chat GP, yeah, whatever you
GPT
call
or
it. It's an
whatever it
AI.
is.
No, so
Yeah.
nobody has like credit
No.
for it or anything. But
No.
Okay, so here it goes. The sky rolled black with Sabbath's cry, a thunderhead that dared. Sorry, start again. The sky rolled black with Sabbath's cry, a thunderhead that dared defy. From Birmingham's gray-bellied dawn, a storm named Ozzy thundered on. He howled like wind through metal trees, a banshee bound on midnight breeze. Rain kissed the roses, dark and red, each drop a note, the madman bled. With lightning fingers rifts were born, a tempest strummed on fret and thorn, and clouds they wept in heavy wails, each solo scream through sleet and gales. The Prince of Darkness, crowned in mist, wrote lullabies with iron fists, yet in his shadow's fierce unrest, a broken sun still burned his chest. Burned his chest, sorry. No weather stilled his rebel skies, not snow nor ash could mute his cries. He rode the cyclone wild and proud, a voice of storm inside the crowd. But now the winds are soft and low, no screech, no growl, no afterglow. The sky grows calm, the storm has sung its final note on twilight's tongue. Still echoes rise where silence falls, through thunder's tomb and rainfall's halls. For legends never truly die, they thunder on beyond the sky.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, it's beautiful. Even though nobody wrote it.
It came out of AI. AI is good for some things.
It is.
It hit a lot of points there.
It did.
It's just the other one's a little emotional.
Do you need a cookie?
Cookie.
We'll have a big group hug when this is
That's
over.
right. Yeah, it was a tough one. I'm sure we'll talk about Ozzy at another time.
Oh,
just
yeah,
in general,
this
this
is
is
just,
just we're sad and we want to share.
Yeah, this is from
This is our group counseling
This
session.
is it is.
Our
It's,
pay tribute.
it's
to-
our generation, I guess.
Yes.
And
Well, tribute to Ozzy, tribute to all the people we've lost. This is a really bad week.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah.
It sucked. It really sucked.
Hopefully the
I said
universe will
hopefully
let
that's
us
it for a while. Yeah.
kind of take a break for right now.
Yeah, let us
breathe.
catch our breath here.
Yeah.
Let
Catch your
us,
breath and
Let's be sad for a while.
let
and
us
then,
let us realize what we've lost and
Before
move
you take
forward.
more. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So
All right.
Hit one of the other generations.
It's not our generation. It's because he is an older generation.
he is a boomer, but
Yeah. It's just, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
But I think that the majority of his
Listeners
listeners would be our
generation.
generation. Yeah.
Maybe.
wow, this is one of the things that I did leave in the chat group was we were raised from mom, dad, And Ozzy.
He was our Ozzy of Ozzy and Harriet. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, because of the way we grew up, we were all latchkey kids, right? Mom and dad are off to work, so who's watching the kids? Well, the
Ozzy.
kids are watching Ozzy, so I guess Ozzy's watching the kids.
Watching MTV.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, maybe this is why I'm so fucked up.
Censor.
You call it messed up. We call it normal music listening.
That's right.
Of a teenager.
Yeah. This is what we were brought up on.
That's right. So, with that, we're gonna. I think that's it, right? We'll talk about Ozzy another time and actually go into that. So, with that, we'll catch you guys on the B-side.
Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable. Please like and comment where you listen to the podcast. And make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you'd like us to talk about. Until next time.